Hey everybody, it's Creed from InfiniteCoolness.com, and we're going to look back on the art I made in the far-flung future of 2022. So the year had two very separate halves. The first half, I made 15 pieces of art, and the second half, I made over 300. But it's different kind of art, so that's when I switched to AI. So this video is just about the art I made before I got AI. Okay, first up is actually just a rebuilt piece of art because I had Cyril Sneer as number 12 in my 100 cartoon villains, and I originally drew him on December 24th of 2012, but I only drew from his chest up. And now that I turn all my art into stickers, I wanted a full body shot of him, so I basically redrew the whole thing and added the rest of his body. And I think he turned out really fantastic. Now, here's the original one I had, and you can see it had a little bit of a different style, and I put a little bit too much black in parts of his face, and I learned later on as I went on, because this was just number 12 into my first 100 villains. I learned later on that you have to keep a lot of black off of their face because it really makes it sort of distracting. So the remake is in more of a cartoony kind of style. But it is based on the same pencils, and then I added some more pencils for the rest of the body. And this is something really different. This is based on a public domain comic panel, and it's just completely re-inked and recolored at a high resolution size. So this one is from a comic called Beware Terror Tales number 6 from 1953, and it's basically just a giant snake demon trying to eat Lester Jones. And I'm pretty happy with how that one came out. And I tried also to stick close to the original way it was colored, so that's why it's colored that way. That's what the panel pretty much looked like. Next, strangely enough, is another giant snake or worm. It is a sandworm from the cartoon Beetlejuice. My Beetlejuice and Lydia stickers are fan favorites on my store, so I wanted to add another sticker to the series. And obviously, the sandworm fits great. And this guy came out fantastic, and that's what they look like in the show. I'm super happy with him. Here's the sticker along with Beetlejuice and Lydia. That's a great set. And then we have Deadless from The Mighty Hercules, and that's another redraw. I only had his head included in my 100 cartoon villains. This was before I was drawing full body, and like I said, I need a full body for a sticker, and so Deadless came out awesome. I love that cartoon. And here's the sticker pack, Mighty Hercules versus Deadless. It's an awesome sticker pack. Next up, Ecto-1 from the real Ghostbusters. Now, I don't draw too many machines, mainly because, and not because I can't, it's just mainly because it takes so much longer. But I really wanted to get the Ecto-1 done, and this turned out perfect. That's awesome. So that's part of my real Ghostbusters sticker pack. I have quite a few real Ghostbuster stickers in my shop, but this was a really nice addition. And there's the sticker there. Came out really awesome. And then next up is another vintage public domain comic panel. And this one is about a ghost zombie stealing a train. And this one is from Fantastic Fears number 2 from 1953. It's super awesome. As I went through the comic, that panel really stood out and went, okay, that's a piece of art on its own. And it's more or less about a ghost zombie. And at this point, he's stealing a train, which is awesome. I love that. So that came out cool. And here's the sticker pack of, so far I have 5 panels, and they all turned out really great. I do plan to do more. I'm just not sure when that's going to happen right now. But those are all public domain. And basically, I just re-inked and recolored them into a high resolution. They came out really good. Next up, good old Clockwork Smurf. Clockwork Smurf is one of those characters. He was always on my list, but he always got bumped, and I'd draw somebody else. And he'd get bumped again, and I drew somebody else instead. And then finally, I was just like, no, it's Clockwork's turn. I really want a Clockwork Smurf sticker. He came out awesome. Super happy with how that turned out. And then because I sell stickers, I usually want to sell a pack of at least 2. So to go with Clockwork, the next one I did is Smurfette. Now Smurfette turned out awesome. I'm super happy with that one. So it makes a nice pack. I do have more Smurfs on my list, but right now it's Smurfette and Clockwork. And here's the sticker pack. There they are. Awesome stickers. And then next Now these, I'm drawing just the heads from Masters of the Universe. For sticker purposes. I may go back later, add some body, background, etc. But with these, I just decided I just want to just draw these heads. So I come up with Tila, and I already have quite a few. I have Castle Grayskull, Orko, He-Man, Faker, Beastman, Skeletor, and I actually just added a Granamir sticker. So I'm always adding Masters of the Universe stuff. But here's Tila, and then right after Tila, I also wanted to add Man-at-Arms, and Man-at-Arms come out super awesome. And there's the sticker pack of those guys. Some fantastic stickers. My sticker store has really become integral to what art I make and how I make it, and I'm really super happy that I have art now. I have hundreds of pieces of art that are out there spread all over the world, and people are enjoying them, stuck on their favorite stuff. Just awesome. Now the next one I did was Underdog himself, and that's for a pack because I already had Simon Barr, and I already had Riff Raff. So, and I really wanted to have Underdog, so it was time. So I added Underdog, and I'm super happy with how he turned out. Perfect. And there's the sticker pack there with the three of them. I do have plans for more villains. I'd like to have his whole set of villains, but we'll see down the road. But for now, that's the sticker pack, and that's available just on my site, just infinitecoolness.com. You can just search Underdog and it'll come up. Next, I really wanted to dig into Captain N, the Game Master. And so I started doing the good guys, because I know if I'm going to have all the bad guys with that show, you also want the team of good guys. And I already had a Dr. Wily sticker, which is awesome, but to go with Dr. Wily, you want Mega Man. Now I know that this is not everybody's favorite Mega Man. And the other Mega Man cartoon, which has the more fan favorite Mega Man, let's say, is on my list. So there is a possibility that'll get done too, and probably that Dr. Wily, which I don't like as much. So Captain N has a better Wily, but not the greatest Mega Man. I like him, but he's not a fan favorite. So there's the Captain N Mega Man, and there's him and Wily. It makes a great sticker pack if you're a Captain N fan. Probably more than if you're a Mega Man fan. But I still think he's fantastic myself. So that's those guys. Next up, I really switched it up to something sort of outside of what I usually do. So I went with Betty Boop, who was on my list for a long time. It's a little older than a lot of the stuff I do, but I think she came out super awesome. I tried to make the most iconic Betty Boop I could do, and it was real interesting working in black and white. I love how this one turned out. Makes a fantastic sticker, and it seems to be a fan favorite on my site too. And there's her sticker, and I just put a gray background. Now it's hard to see against the gray background of the picture, but it's a gray background on the sticker. It looks really good. Next up, back to Captain N. I did King Hippo, and look at that guy. Look at that. This one makes me happy. Just the crazy look on his face, the really nice lines I got. I'm very happy with how this inking came out, especially. So I did King Hippo, and if you're gonna do King Hippo, definitely for a sticker pack, you also want to have next up was the Eggplant Wizard. So, and look, he came out really good. And this is actually the last piece of my regular digital art I did in 2022. I have a few other ones that are in various stages of the works, but aren't finished, and they will get finished. But for right now, that was the end of my digital work, the old way I used to do it, what I call my slow art, or my old art. And I know a lot of my fans, I've had many questions, some a little passive aggressive, some from people who aren't fans of AI art, are like, are you going back to your old stuff? And oh, absolutely. If you know anything about me, you know cartoons are, I eat, breathe, and sleep cartoons. That's probably not very safe, but I do it anyway. And Saturday morning is just where I'm from, so I will be doing more cartoon stuff, definitely. But I'm really looking to adapt my process and get a little bit of help from AI. I'm not going to generate my fan art with AI because I'm very specific about how it's done, but I do need some help with it to speed up the process. So I'm working on that. I am working on getting back to this kind of stuff. And here's the sticker pack for those guys. Look at those fantastic stickers. That's great. And now I do have a pack with all of the villains from Captain N, the Game Master. So there's Mother Brain, Count Dracula, Dr. Wiley, and these guys. And I have a sticker of all of them in one group shot. So what I'm hoping to do is also finish up the heroes and have a group shot of those guys too. So that's my plan for that. But this was my what I call my regular art, my old art, my slow art. Numerous names for it, but this is what I've been doing for years, this kind of art, and that's what I did in last year. Only got 15 done. Most of that is from my health is sort of on a sleigh ride to hell. So over time, over the last 4 or 5 years, I've really slowed down a lot, and that's actually why I've switched to AI, is because that's the boost I needed. That's the help I needed to get back on track and get some art. This was all my regular art. And hopefully soon, I'm hoping a couple months, and I'll be back to really digging into these guys. I want to finish my second 100 cartoon villains. I have a lot more fan art to make. So if you're one of those people who's been wondering, where the hell's all Creed's fan art? And when's he getting back to it? I do have plans to get back to it. So stay tuned for that. But if you're not a hater of AI art, you should check out some of the AI stuff I'm making. I'm making some really nice stuff, but I'm not going to push that on you. If you hate it, then you can hate it, but that's not going to affect me loving it either. So I'll just let you know that now. And all these are available in my store. They're available on my site. My site's under construction right now, so it's a little bit in disarray. But Infinite Coolness on Etsy, you should have no problem finding me on Etsy. My Etsy store is up to date, running smooth, lots of fans. A lot of my fans are getting some great stickers from there, so you might want to give it a look. And especially if you like the more obscure stuff, or you're a big fan of Saturday Morning, you're going to find something that you're going to be amazed that somebody made a sticker of. That's just how I work with that. I have over 200 different stickers or sticker packs, so there's lots to choose from, and you might want to take a look. I hope you enjoyed this look back at the digital art I made in 2022. I'll have a video about the rest of it coming soon. But until then, take her easy.